Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a team that I saw on DuneBug87's stream. I think it's 87. I'll have to get back to that in the description below. But yeah, I decided to use this team in Ultra League since he was using it, and I found some great success to it. The team is going to be Tentacruel in the front with Trevenant in the back, and then the safe swap is going to be Greedent. I know that in my teams to look out for in Ultra League, I said Greedent was the best safe swap in Ultra League, and I didn't really show very many Greedent teams. I think it did show one, but I'm going to show another version here of, again, Dunebug's team. Dunebug, if you don't know, he's a multi-regional champion for Pokemon play events. He's just an all-around great battler, and yeah, I just wanted to showcase this team specifically because Greedent is such a good safe swap, and you guys know how much I love Greedent, so wanted to try this team out, and here are my battles. Okay. All right, Dragonite lead. So Tentacruel is just super bulky in this league. If you notice, mine is actually not maxed out. I think I'm like 3 or 4 power-ups still away from maxing that out. He ends up switching out of the Dragonite because the Dragonite is so squishy, and he can see that the Tentacruel is able to just take those hits. So he wants to switch out and try to make us do something. We end up coming in with Greedent here against the Jellicent, so we resist the Hexes as well as a Shadow Ball, double resist the Hex and double resist Shadow Ball if he were to ever throw that, so we know he's only ever going to throw Surf at us. And Surf it's okay, it's a good move, but just not going to do a lot to the very bulky Greedent that we have, which is fully maxed out. Always good to have the right. I think I made this Greedent like 5 seasons ago because I was like, this is going to be the next. Really, I thought of it at the time as like Munchlax in my Hypno Double Dark team. So you guys know how much I love Munchlax in that team. So I thought Greedent would be basically the Ultra League version of that, and it ended up being that. So all right, they come back in with the Dragonite, but we have some extra energy because the Jellicent matchup's so dominant for us with Greedent and Crunch. Some people are running Trailblaze, but I think usually in Ultra League, most people are running Crunch to take care of the Giratina Altered, and then I guess Jellicent, but really it's the Giratina Altered that you really want to be hitting with the Crunch. All right, Talonflame. Okay. Ooh, they end up switching out. They come into Muck. I'm probably just going to come in with Greedent here, but I do decide to go for a Scald right before, just to get that debuff. I end up catching a Thunder Punch here. So Muck is, well, probably 3 to 5 seasons ago. Time is messed up in my head, I feel like. But Muck was a very, very good safe swap in this league just because it had extreme coverage, and you know, Poison is decent typing in this league, not too much psychic damage in this league, especially when Cresselia is one of the best psychic types and they only run Moonblast to make sure to have chances against Giratina Altered. But it also has Thunder Punch and Dark Pulse, so very, very good coverage from the Muck here. I personally like, yeah, I think I have a rank 1 Shadow for Ultra, which is crazy. I don't do that many Shadow or what's it called, rocket stops, so it's crazy to have such a good one. Anyways, back into this game, they end up coming back in with the Talonflame, but again, you end up getting so far ahead in these matchups with that Greedent's good against that you end up having extra moves to use against the Mon that come back from the beginning matchup, and they end up coming in with Greedent here, or not Greedent, Greninja. And I'm like, okay, I'll take one and then probably swap because I already took so long to swap in the first time. You definitely are going to live one here, and they're probably not going to live a Seed Bomb. So we just have to have good timing here and hope that we get to the move before them. Luckily, we do. Water Shuriken is an insanely good move for Greninja. I think when it was purely Ultra League, I was saying how Greninja is way better than I even thought. I never got to use it. Never tried to use it, actually, I should say. But I think it is really good. Water Shuriken is just one of the best fast moves in the game for energy generation. It's pretty crazy to get to Hydro Pump in 3 moves. All right, Shadow Registeel, not a mon you really see much of. In fact, I can't ever remember seeing one in this league. I mean, you have to have the XLs after the Giovanni Registeel came out. I decided to throw the Scald into it and then swap, try to get some chip, and then hopefully have a good matchup with Tentacruel in the back. They end up coming in with Feraligatr. Obviously, Feraligatr is really good in this season with the buff, especially the Shadow one in Ultra League. Definitely a mon I have used a bit as well. I decided to let this go, but they end up taking me out. Gonna come back in with Tentacruel. I think usually they are running Crunch, but sometimes they're running Ice Beam, and then we're fully resisting all the moves here. Plus, I just want to get that energy lead. It does seem like they are running Ice Beam, considering they throw Hydro Pump here. They're probably gonna get to another one. No, but the this Registeel is already at half HP, and I think that 2 Scalds is going to be enough here. If this were just regular Registeel, we'd be running into some big time problems. I end up throwing the Scald, which is resisted, but I do want to have a little bit of extra, let's say, damage or attack drop going into this Greedent matchup. I know that this can have Sludge Wave, it can have Outrage, it can have Aqua Tail. So I don't know what he's going to throw right away. He does throw Aqua Tail, great for me. I have a ton of energy. I already have 2.5 Body Slams right here powered up. And yeah, we're just going to start throwing them. Obviously, want to throw on good timing. We have 2 turn moves. They have 3 turn moves. You want to throw on 1, 4, and 1, 4, 7, 10, that type of timing for your moves on your side, yeah. Obviously they started shielding. We're not really shielding. I could honestly just farm this down with Tentacruel if I wanted. So gonna save my shields for the Tentacruel because obviously Registeel could probably one-shot this Tentacruel, especially since it's the Shadow version. Even if I was at full life, I mean, obviously from here it could easily do that. But if I was at full life, obviously I don't know because it's a Shadow one and I've not really seen it much, but I imagine I could get one shot even with a bulky mon like Tentacruel. All right, again, these are usually running Crunch or Ice Beam. Actually, probably in Ultra League running Ice Beam more often than not. Again, for the Giratina, it seems like every mon needs coverage against Giratina because Giratina is such a good mon in this league. The altered form, that is. Because it is probably the second best safe swap in this league. Again, Greedent probably being the best. They end up staying in a long time on this matchup. I resist the moves, so I end up taking 2 of them. And now I have the Scalds. Excuse me. I end up catching here on the Greedent. I just want to... I need the Tentacruel possibly for something that I need coverage for in the back. They do end up coming in with Skeledirge. Technically, we have the Crunch here, which is great for us. All this can be as a play rough, so I'm fine taking play rough. It's a same type attack bonus. Man, I really can't talk in this video. Sorry about that. So it really doesn't do a lot of damage coming from this, I almost said Incineroar, from this Skeledirge. I did throw on bad timing there because I didn't want to take the damage necessarily from that second Incinerate going into the next matchup, and I actually didn't think they would shield, but that's fine. Yeah, probably have to come in this. Gonna have to shield once. This could be a Shadow Ball. If it is a Shadow Ball, we'll go for the farm down and not shield again. If it's a Disarming Voice... well, that's scary. So we probably do have to shield again because you can go Disarming Voice and Shadow Ball at the same time. Ends up going for another Disarming Voice. Now we have a ton of energy on both of our Mon here. It does end up being Lantern in the back. 2385. That's the hundo, I'm pretty sure. Been a while since I made the level 50 Lantern video, but yeah. Gonna go up to 2 moves here. What am I doing? Interesting. I'm surprised I didn't throw. I do NCMP. Oh, doesn't come up. Punished for bad plays. Okay, I mean, we have 2. We just KO this even through the shield. I don't know what the switch was here for. They still have Feraligatr in the back. That's not great. We're taking super effective Shadow Claws. It is very squishy, I guess, compared to Trevenant. So, well, Trevenant is very squishy too. So, pretty lucky to come out of that one with the win. I think I played pretty poorly there in the end game. I think everything else was fine, and in fact, I thought everything else was great. This game also another Feraligatr. They do end up catching. They have a Florges, not a mon you see very much in Ultra League. You do see Florges sometimes in Master League, maybe not this season, but in previous seasons. I guess this season, it wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. It would be pretty good because you do see a lot of the Palkia O, which is the most used mon in the league. I guess you're seeing Lando. That's a pretty neutral matchup. Any neutral matchup and against the best thing in the meta probably is pretty good, especially since, or one of the best things in the meta, and especially since the best thing in the meta you're probably hard countering, or you are hard countering. I don't know why I said probably. I think I'm going to probably go for a farm down here and hope they don't get to a move. They do get to a move. End up having to shield, but that's fine. We end up winning switch here, which isn't that big of a deal. Oh, should have looked at the typing there in the right corner. Obviously, Skeledirge is double resisting this. We are getting low. Obviously, we do have Tentacruel. They do get the defense drop, which is nice. But Tentacruel, it is going to be resisting these, but I do get to the Scald very quickly since we already came out of that first matchup with energy against the Feraligatr. If they switch, I'll switch. And even though that's not the greatest matchup in the world, Feraligatr versus Trevenant is obviously better than this matchup against Skeledirge. Now, letting this go and keeping the shield actually is very good because I probably can just go for a shield and then get some extra. Oh, this is just a Hydro. So end up saving the shield here. Probably go 4, maybe even 5 more, and then throw the Seed Bomb. It looks like I do throw in 4. I'm a little scared of the CMP, but I'm pretty sure Trevenant wins CMP. I don't know that for a fact, though. Let me know in the comments below. And I know they're not going to get the farm down before I get to the Shadow Ball because we gained all that extra energy. So pretty good for us here. Nice. All right, Greninja lead. They end up swapping out into Ampharos. This isn't the best matchup because they do have Brutal Swing, but you live 1, and you could go for Shadow Ball, which they don't live, to win the zeros. Or you can just go for shields and try to win the 1s with them having a little bit of an energy advantage. Okay, looks like we'll probably end up shielding anyways and farming down just to keep that Greninja lead. Plus, if they come back in with Greninja, we'll have this extra energy from farming this down and then have the grass move for the Greninja, which probably going to get pretty close to one-shotting, to be honest. Can go 4 here since the Greninja is 3 away from the first Night Slash. It's 3-2 to the first and second Night Slash for as far as Water Shurikens. Actually, it doesn't one-shot. I thought it would. Probably going to come in with Tentacruel and try to farm this down. They do come in with a Zapdos. Luckily, we have an energy advantage, so I decided to throw here. This is just a Drill Peck, so I'm going to live. At least it's not super effective, but this player has played really well to their outs. They played for a 2-shield Zapdos, which obviously is probably what they're trying to do the entire time. Makes sense with their Team Comp 2. Greninja is going to pull shields because it gets to move so fast, and you're probably just letting it go. And yeah, going for the shield advantage again on the Zapdos. But luckily, Greedent super outpaces. I'm actually going to be able to throw these back-to-back body slams, and the Shadow Zapdos is very squishy. Yeah. So this is probably going to be GG. We still have a shield, I believe. We can go for the farm down on the Zapdos with the Tentacruel. He's going to go for CMP. He catches, which is good for him, but switches back. Oh, no, it's not up. So they're going to get a little bit more energy. But again, we have a shield. They have to throw a move this Greedent, so that's already at least 10 Thundershocks worth of energy being thrown without us really suffering any damage at all. So GG there. With this in the lead, I end up going for 1 Poison Jab because you can get that under the damage. I thought I saw myself click crunch there, but you know, sometimes it doesn't go through and sometimes it's really good for you that it doesn't. They end up coming with Tentacruel. Their Tentacruel is $24.99, so unlucky for us, they have an actual Tentacruel. I mean, I have an actual Tentacruel, but I'm like 4 or 5 levels away from, maybe 4 power-ups rather, not 4 levels, probably 4 or 5 power-ups away from finishing this Tentacruel, and I definitely know for a fact I don't have any Tentacles to trade. I don't have any regular candy to transfer into Tentacruel Candy XL. This is a great matchup, and then I'm definitely not using any rare XL candies on Tentacruel. I need to save that for Master League stuff. I did actually get a Hundo Mankey, I think 3 days ago. I think it was on maybe 4 or 5 days ago, actually, at this point. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday, actually. No, it couldn't have been Thursday. It had to have been Wednesday. So on Wednesday. Or was it Friday? Either way, okay, Skeleturge into Greedent. This is a really great matchup for Greedent, obviously. If they do go for shields, they can actually try to farm us down. But we get to another move. Why did I throw this? I don't know. We actually made it to the crunch here. This is... I don't think it was greedy. I think it was scaredness. Is that a word? I got scared. So I didn't know if I was going to make it to the move before getting farmed down. I could shield this knowing it's going to be a Shadow Ball and knowing the next one won't be a Shadow Ball. I could actually switch into Trevenant and try to snipe this down. Might be pretty scary. Actually didn't think I was going to be able to farm that down there. They come in with a Swampert. I throw a Blizzard into this. Again, I don't think I said it in this video, but I definitely said it in a lot of my other videos about Tentacruel. Blizzard definitely the move you're going to be wanting to run. I wanted to throw energy into this Tentacruel. I assume this is going to be the Earthquake, and I'm really hoping it's not a bait. Gonna beat it to a Earthquake though if they do bait. So taking this out, and then I know the Alolan Ninetales is in the front, and obviously we are resisting the charms, so really not doing a lot to us. Tentacruel, a beast against this thing for sure. So Alolan Ninetales definitely seen a lot more in the past. I don't think I've seen it too much here in Ultra League. This is the third week of Ultra League, basically. The third week you could play Ultra League if you wanted to. So the fact that I haven't really seen it that much, I think I've seen it just twice. Maybe I'm not remembering right, but I think so. I'm going to go for the Blizzard here and then probably swap into Greedent. This is how I decided I want to play this one out. Because either going to get shield advantage or I'm going to do a ton of damage to this thing. And I would rather do the ton of damage. They do have Dragon Breath, just like we were running on our Annihilate team, which I still think is one of the best teams. Definitely check out that video. If I figure out how to do it, I'll put it right here. But right above somewhere. But I actually don't think I know how to do that on YouTube. But you can check out that video. It'll pop up at the end of the video, just so y'all can check it out. But that Annihilate team is sick, and I think it's still the best team in Ultra League. Definitely we're not going to be pressured by anything here. Really weird that they didn't switch out of this. Means to me that they're triple weak to Greedent, which is kind of weird place to be. Not a lot of things. Okay, they're not really triple weak to Greedent, but they didn't want to come in with this because they know they're going to take a ton of body slams, and they don't actually get to pressure us with this first move. I think we would live anyways. Now we're getting super low that a Brutal Swing is going to KO. We have to just stay through this. Let them throw energy and then come in with the Greedent, or with the Trevenant. They might get to another one, so they definitely undercharged that to try to get another Volt Switch, but that's a huge mistake by them. I actually was able to get to another Body Slam, and now we get to see their last Mon. Gonna come in the Trevenant. I haven't. This is the only Magma Zone I've ever seen in this league, and that's pretty GG. We resist everything it has, unless it has Mirror Shot, and then who cares if we resist it or not, because it doesn't really do that much damage. All right. Yeah, this is Ultra League for you. Since all three leagues are in, I decided I want to show you as many different videos of different teams in different leagues. There's a lot of different things for this, so that hopefully you can choose which league you want to do instead of just running Great League, which I think a lot of people end up doing. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button. You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.